and then
I knew there'd be a tear.
Oh, well, I can't help it. It's fairly satisfying when you breed the father, the mother and her.
The whole lot.
Took me 20 years, yeah. It's wonderful. I'm still emotional. That's good. They're hard to win, a proper Group 1 like a TJ Smith. Very hard to win. It's one of the premier sprints in the world. But she didn't give in, and she battled on and did a terrific job. All horses, when they get to that level, which is very hard, the good ones, they don't ask you for anything. They just give to you. And that's what she did that day. She just gave us everything and won the race, which means a lot to you. You know, and that's all you ask. You can't ask any more of them. A lot of them don't want to give nothing. So to get a horse like her that really tries and wants to win is exceptional and an exceptional feeling. She'll be nominated for Royal Ascot. Peter will train her for that race so that she got, and I hope they can win. I'll be there myself.
You know, there's even the opportunity for someone, if they do purchase her, not only to take her to Royal Ascot and race, but to even breed a Northern Hemisphere time if they so wish, or Southern Hemisphere time up there, because she has a pedigree that could be mated with a lot of those top European stallions while she's there also.
That suit her, anything with Galileo in the dam side, you'll be looking at, you know. She's got plenty of racing left in it. She's sound, you know, like there's no reason why she couldn't come out and win an Everest. With the prize money available today, whatever she makes, she's quite capable of even earning that.
Got a wonderful demeanour about her. She's an unbelievable physical specimen. She's a big, strong mare. She's wonderfully sound.
You know, I wish her and our family wish them all the best. Whoever buys her, and I'm sure that if they have as much fun as we do with her, they'll die a happy person.
She's a nice filly. She's got a lot of physical maturity.
And they're racing in the 1,000 guineas, all Walt. Madame Pommery streaking to the line, won the 1,000 guineas Revolution.
Madame Pommery, very straightforward horse, always showed us ability, raced as a pre-Christmas 2-year-old, spelled, came back and was successful in a good form race as a 2-year-old, winning in Sydney as a 2-year-old obviously is as good as black type really.
Edging clear. Madame Pommery ridden right out, going to win it quite comfortably at the end. Second goes to Harmony.
3-year-old, straight away running against the best horses all the time. On varying tracks from good to wet, she'd handle them all. And yeah, to win the 1,000 guineas was a pretty special win for an amazing group of owners who at the time of their life.
Pommery, 100 metres to go, led clearly. Madame Pommery streaking to the line, won the 1,000 guineas. Revolutionary missed second. Third, she's lickety split.
The 1,000 guineas was a huge success. Group 1, it's everyone's dream to have a runner in a Group 1 race. She had run in a couple of Group 1s. She'd been unsuccessful in the Flight Stakes. Chris decided to run her 10 days later in the 1,000 guineas. It was a wet track, which we didn't want. We'd gone down there looking for a dry track, so I think everyone was just excited to have a runner in the race, and had almost written her off. But to everyone's surprise, James ducked up the inside and she shot clear, and it was unbelievable.
Yeah, no, we've had a great run with Madame Pommery. Obviously the first one was obviously the 1,000 guineas where she was just so electric. That was probably the first time I really had plenty to do with her heading down to Melbourne. She was racing really well here in Sydney before heading down there, and she was just in the zone that day. She won by a good length and a half running away, but such a prestigious race to win for such a really good filly. So to culminate her preparation in with a 1,000 guineas win was special for sure.
by No No Never, who's an international sensation, certainly in the Northern Hemisphere, and we're only catching on now in the Southern Hemisphere. And also female lines. It's given her strength, power, amazing girth.
Early running filly that could progress as a 3-year-old, which she did. We thought she was very athletic, she moved very well at the sale, and people won't be disappointed when they see her as a physical.
Really good strong hind quarter, and you can see that she's going to throw some good types.
It's a huge honour to be able to put Madame Pommery through the Chris Waller Racing draft as a vendor this year for our first time at the Magic Millions, and hopefully one day we might end up with one of her babies back in the stable.
She'll make a fantastic broodmare. Obviously she's got the looks, she had the race performance, and those attributes into her foal, she'll be a great broodmare.
Trees has swept past all of them and has raced up and grabbed the lead. She digs in, she's a neck in front, another star turn from a brilliant mare. Imperatrice goes to the front, Imperatrice 100 to go, Imperatrice has got her. Imperatrice knuckles down, gets a neck in front of Private Eye coming again. Bravely giving her a race, but it's the Kiwi Wonder. 10 Group
1. Well, when we first started buying yearlings, we immediately realised that the breeders put their best horses that they breed into the sale. So if we want to train those horses for our owners, we've got to go and buy them.
She was a lovely foal by the time she grew into be about a month old, and then from there every milestone she passed with flying colours until it was time for yearling prep.
It's always been the Beamer policy, if they're ready for the coast, they go to the coast.
So Mark Walker and I went to the Magic Million sale, looked at all the yearlings as we did, and we were particularly taken by the pedigree of Imperatrice. But after I'd seen her in the flesh, I just turned round to Mark and said, wow, that has the wow factor, that filly. Everything about her was what we look for in a horse. So it was just a big thrill to be able to buy her. Immediately, everybody that rode her said to me that she had the wow factor, and they thought that she'd make a 2-year-old. So she won her first start as a 2-year-old and brought her back, and she won a Group 2 at a second start on New Year's Day. Then as a 3-year-old, she won her first Group 1, the Levin Classic.
I wish I won next. They hit it. She's done it. Imperatrice on the bubbles. I wish I win.
She beat I Wish I Win. We knew how good I Wish I Win was. So to be able to beat horses like him and on the bubbles, we knew we had a very exciting mare.
Imperatrice, 3/4 of a length in front. The Kiwi and Opie. It's Imperatrice wins it from Bella.
She's just got an amazing turn of foot. She can get herself out of trouble, and that's amazing. The whole team at Tiako, and just privileged to ride these horses. And David Ellis buys so many amazing horses I get to sit on, and got the dream job in New Zealand.
Into the running, terrific race at the 150. Imperatrice has swept past all of them and has raced up and grabbed the lead from Giga Kick and Rockfile. What a win this! Imperatrice, a magnificent display.
Opie said to me yesterday that she's got the best turn of foot of a horse that he's ever felt, and I've got to say now she's probably the best one I've ever felt.
To have a horse that can win Group 1 races at 1,000 metres, 1,200 metres, 1,600 metres was the sign of a really top horse.
Imperatrice is flying now as we're at the 50. Imperatrice has got her and raced on by Imperatrice by a length.
She runs 56.47. She breaks the track record over 1,000 metres here at the Valley. It was her track record. She goes quicker again.
Definitely by far the best sprinter I've ridden, best horse I've ridden, yeah.
But it's the Kiwi wonder. 10 Group 1s. Imperatrice from Johnny Rockerai and the Bella Nipotina.
She's got heart and she's got courage and she's got tenacity and she's just a sweetheart, and we loved her from the day we met her. She's a horse that just captures people's hearts, and she's been so embraced in Australia. I'll give you the due, she's Aussie bred, but she's a Kiwi.
The decision to retire her was difficult. We brought her back to New Zealand to spell. We sent her to Waikato Equine to get a warrant of fitness so that we're absolutely certain that everything was right. And they told us that she was in great condition but did have a little bit of wear and tear, and we simply weren't prepared to risk her. We felt that she'd done her job as a racehorse, and now it was time for her to begin the second chapter of her life as a broodmare.
Obviously, a mare of this standard who comes on the market has got to be of interest to any kind of major global breeding operation. And as far as the attractiveness of this mare, she's right up there with any mare that'll be selling anywhere in the world this year, I would think.
When you delve into a pedigree, it gets quite interesting. Being out of a Sharmadale mare by, obviously I'm Invincible, that's by Invincible Spirit. She matches up on paper and type with probably any one of those top 10 worldwide stallions outside of I'm Invincible.
I think what I can say is when you're talking about mares like the standard of Monomoy Girl and Midnight Bisou and Goodnight Olive, for example, these kind of mares coming up at auction, they're not just trophy mares, because the statistics are there is a correlation between racing class and production class.
You always hope that when you sell yearlings, they're going to achieve what she's achieved. And that's a dream, that's what gets you out of bed in the morning.
I think it's fair to say that Imperatrice is the best horse that Te Akeau's ever raced. To have a horse that finishes up the highest rated sprinter